Joe Milton Heisman odds, and I heard this conversation. So let's talk some Tennessee quarterbacks because also I thought a very interesting piece on ESPN by Pete Thamel, who we reached out to and wasn't able to join us, but on Hendon Hooker. But let's start with Joe Milton Heisman odds. What are you hearing Heisman odds? Because that, first of all, future bets are not a great play. You're more the gambling guy. I'd like your thoughts on that. But betting on Joe Milton to win the Heisman at this point seems pretty reachy. Pretty reachy.
Yeah, he's got the 7th highest odds to win the Heisman. He's number 7, which is he's top 10. Ahead of him are and Joe Milton. You can get him at plus 1,800. So if you want to, I doing my math right. You drop $10, you win 180. I mean, or is it? Yeah, you win 180 if you drop $10. So nice little payout. You bet 100, you win 1,800. Ahead of him, Caleb Williams, which makes sense. He just won the Heisman. Florida State quarterback Jordan Travis, Drake May at UNC, which we aren't surprised by, Michael Penix Jr., and Bo Nix at Washington and Oregon, respectively. For those who don't know, Washington's offensive coordinator just turned down an offer from Alabama. It really didn't even take a pay raise to stay at Washington. Just chose not to go to Alabama.
Where was Drake May in that again?
Drake May was behind Caleb Williams and Jordan Travis.
I understand Caleb Williams being number 1. I don't understand how Drake May is not a close 2. I mean, that is because he has hype coming. I think if you went up to the average college football fan, they would know exactly who Drake May is. I don't think that they would necessarily know who Jordan Davis is. I think they would know who Caleb Williams is. I don't think they would necessarily know who Jordan Davis is. So to have that sort of hype going into it helps. Peyton Manning proved you can be overhyped, but a little bit of hype and name recognition is very helpful.
Oh, I agree. And speaking of name recognition, one player I missed, Sam Hartman, is ahead of Joe Milton too at Notre Dame. But yeah, Jordan Travis number 2 kind of throws me off. I'm not the biggest believer in Mike Norvell. I don't know if you are, David, at Florida State. I think that people are really overhyping what he did this past year. I still think Mike Norvell really just delayed an inevitable firing with a decent year. This year that Mike Norvell just had at Florida State was the Mike Shula 2005 year at Alabama, where he delayed his firing by 1 year because he took advantage of a down SEC that year.